Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news from geeks like you, like Travis, and like my man Centel. Why don't y'all say what's up to everybody, y'all?
Hey, yo, what's cracking, man? I'm just happy to be in the room with these two amazing individuals, talented in every way. So I'm gonna just kind of sit back and watch y'all work. It's like watching Picasso do his thing. I'm gonna just shut up.
We want you to be active here, Trey. We want you to be active, Centel. We want you to be active, Centel. We got three black men together that we're officially a gang.
Break it up.
California state laws, though. California state laws. I know it's like in Colorado.
If this channel was land, the property value would be plummeting right now.
You so silly. But hey, we have Mr. Williams, Travis Williams from Tech Nubians as our special guest today, because it's a special day today. 5 o'clock in the morning. I think it might have been from Rodney. The voice in the sky might have sent the text in first. I was getting up stretching. I was meditating. I saw a text come in. And you know what it said? Y'all know what it said?
What it said?
Tell me what it said, Chuck.
Microsoft to acquire Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. Would have been cash money. Cash money.
Straight cash, homie.
Cash money.
Listen. You know, it's real when reality is like what you would read from The Onion, right? like it's like I read it and I was like, wait, what? Like, it's too good to be true. Like, this is not real. This is not real. And I went through at least 5 minutes of doubting my reality.
I felt that way too, because think about this, right? Prior to that, last year, they bought LinkedIn. They're like, Microsoft is on social network. Yeah, we do. We paid $26 billion for LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like, we got the only social network that really matters. The one that gets you jobs. Paid.
Yeah.
Then, a couple of years before that, about 3 years prior to that, they bought ZeniMax Media for $7.6 billion.
Yeah.
Microsoft is spending money.
Let me tell you. Microsoft ain't playing.
Yeah.
I remember like the classic argument that me and Leon from Tech Nubians used to have all the time over Facebook was Xbox versus PlayStation.
There we go. Let's go.
It would be like, and in our own defenses or cases, Leon is ex Microsoft.
He's ex Microsoft, yeah.
I am ex PlayStation.
Yes.
Right. And I used to always say, Leon, it doesn't really matter like what your system can do. It doesn't. What really matters is what are you playing? And can your friends meet you there?
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. And when I play by myself, is it better than what you're playing with other people?
And I said, now let's take it to the next level. Every important third-party game is going to be on every system, right? So you don't have to worry about whether or not these things will be on there. And I remember actually using Call of Duty as an example. Okay. So now, I said, so all things being equal that way, the only thing that you are left with is exclusive content. And PlayStation is the HBO of, this
exclusive content.
This industry,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It has more exclusive content than any other platform, and that's just fact. And until you solve that problem, you will always be number 2.
Mm-hmm.
January 18, 2022. Let me tell you something. Microsoft said, F you, sir. Now, not only are we HBO, we Disney Plus, okay, and Netflix. Now what? Okay, because they pressed the most, like, I mean, it was the I win button.
They did. Yeah. They did. Yep. It's like, you know what I'm saying? They can now make Warcraft exclusive, all versions of it.
Yes, sir.
Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, then World of Warcraft. Overwatch exclusive. 1 and 2. Diablo 1, 2, 3, and 4. They can make that exclusive if they decide they want to do that. Facts. Call of Duty, they can decide to make both versions of Call of Duty.
That's the super big one. As far as like my little circle, circle is concerned, that duty is like was almost untouchable. It's like, yo, anywhere duty goes, I know people gonna follow, and if that's exclusive, whoo! I don't know if they'll do that, but if it is, whoo!
I'm old enough to remember the epic battles between Sega and Nintendo. Right now, the one thing that Sega did not have that Nintendo had was 6 buttons, and you needed 6 buttons to play Street Fighter.
Yes.
Okay. And that sold your system. I can't play Street Fighter on you, Sega. So bye. Right. They made that Sega 6-button controller specifically for Street Fighter. Right. And I don't think since then you've really had a title, a third-party title so consequential to a console success like Call of Duty has become, right? And so now I know the threat of that only existing on one platform got fanboys freaking out
out. Everybody went out and played PS5, played premium on PS5, like crap. Xbox Ones are sitting in stores. Xbox S, the online version, the version they wish they want me to buy, is there in the store.
See, but here's the thing, man. Like whatever that licensing fee is going to be, and I'm just assuming that's how it goes. You guys know way more about this than I do. If they do allow that licensing fee to go out to Sony, oh my God, you want to talk about having somebody over a rock, about to get totally just destroyed from the back. No, it's going to be like no lube. It's going to be horrible.
It'll be this. We'll put the basic game on Sony PlayStation. You want the real game? You come to us.
Yeah, it's going to be something like that. It'll be something like that. Like we'll give you a taste of it, but you want the real deal, you're going to have to come over here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just gotten to the point where, Microsoft just decided that they was going to flex.
Yeah.
And, my entire soul is here for it, right?
They did what Steve Jobs said, why he never had a monopoly. He was like, there's companies here that can just buy companies. What are you talking about?
Why are you playing?
Yo, and the way they did it with just straight cash, I feel like they was in the office and somebody just pulled a knot out.
And did under the table.
It feels dirty like that. It feels that kind of grimy when you say cash. It sounds like cartel money. It's like, ugh.
Let's put this in perspective. Let's put this in perspective. For $2 more billion, they could have bought Fox like Disney did.
Yeah. They bought a game publisher. That's crazy. They bought a game publisher. They're like, they got like 8 titles.
Oh my God. And straight cash. I mean,
dog, it feels like a drug deal, dog. I'm telling you.
That's why I was tripping.
Let's talk.
I was like, surely this is the onion.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yep. Let's talk about what happened, what really happened, right? What else they get? They not only get these video game properties, they get 2 companies that know how to put server infrastructure up and have you streaming a game through it. They got Blizzard, and they got Call of Duty, Treyarch. What's the other 50 million studios?
They got High Moon, they got Sledgehammer. Microsoft has, seriously,
Infinity Ward.
They have cornered the market now on
these are companies
shooters
that are masterful at running online games.
First-person shooters. You ain't got to go.
Y'all haven't even addressed the gorilla, the 450-pound gorilla in the room. Yo, they got mobile gaming.
Candy Crush.
You might as well be going to Vegas. That's Vegas money right there.
So basically, they're like, look, we bought the one publisher that knows online infrastructure very, very well. All their games run online. They have to run perfectly online for people to run. The only competitor they have is Fortnite. We can't afford them. But technically, they probably could afford Fortnite if they wanted to. If Tencent was going to sell them, they probably could. But they were like, we'll just buy Activision right now and wait. Because no matter what happens, everybody's going to play Call of Duty. Everybody's going to play Candy Crush. Everybody's waiting for anything to come out of Blizzard. And after we clean house and refactor Blizzard a little bit and probably sneak some people back up in here, we're about to have a real big launch into this network thing. We are beyond Netflix of video gaming.
And you can do it from any platform if they integrate it into the Game Pass ecosystem. And you can do it from any platform on top of
all but two platforms: PlayStation Network and Nintendo. Nintendo fought it off. Nintendo was going to let it happen. Y'all can do Game Pass app on our Switch. Then somebody at Nintendo's like, wait, time out. No, we can't have the Game Pass on the Switch. We can't have the Game Pass on the Switch. Nah.
Yeah, that's
that's game over. Nah, we're gonna kill that idea. But
it's like having Coke machines outside of Pepsi headquarters. Like, what are you doing?
That's what it's like. But Nintendo was like, yeah, we coexist with them. We're not like PlayStation or Microsoft. We're different. So they want to bring their Game Pass onto us. People use it. We get a little cut to that. Get a small cut. Somebody sat there and crunched those numbers like timeout. We get 2% and they get 70. How do we win in this? We're not gonna do that.
Let me ask you a question though. Because what's going on is like this beautiful lady that you've been pursuing your whole life, and you finally got her. She's finally there, and she's everything you dreamed she could be. But she got a little bit of an STD, and that STD is the stink that is on Activision regarding how they treat their workers. How do you get rid of that? It's led by somebody who's arguably toxic in the industry.
Yeah,
how do you get around that?
Well, we about to see the red wedding. That's what we're going to see. Yeah. We're going to see the red wedding.
Yeah. That's it's about to happen. Look, when you have a company that's as huge as Microsoft and Activision, there are so many redundancies, and so this is the time when the heads roll, right? And Microsoft don't play that. Right. I mean, they can't. They can't. And so there's going to be a lot of bloodletting. Absolutely.
There's one more other gorilla in there that's not too pretty, and that is, this all sounds good on paper, but it still has to get past some. What is it?
SEC.
Some of the SEC to make sure that this is a monopolistic move. There's going to be a lot of people angry because when you're moving that kind of money, that's not money anymore. That's power, and that's influencing other people's pockets. People that influence, how some high movers and shakers regarding if this can pass or not. Is this going to be just easy peasy lemon squeezy? Or are we going to be foreseeing some real serious bumps in the road in order for this to really go down?
I don't know. I mean, I really don't. I think it's ultimately going to happen. Because when you got that much money, I mean, you didn't step into this lightly. Right. And so you vetted most of this already. right? So yeah, I expect it to go down. I mean, I'm more concerned, honestly, about like, I was thinking about it, like, what is a reprisal? And I don't really think there's anything left in our industry to flex back at. I mean, say like, even if PlayStation decided that they wanted to buy EA, that's still not enough.
No,
it's not.
Not in gaming, it won't be. The only thing I see in entertainment that's bigger, there's always talks about Apple buying Sony Pictures. If Apple just decides to buy all of Sony, that's the flex. They buy Sony and Tesla on the same.
That would be a flex
because they would have to do that. This is a bigger flex than Disney. Sony and Tesla. This is Sony buying Fox level. This is Disney buying Fox at this point. Like, what? Are they gonna let this happen? They let that happen.
Oh yeah.
You know,
somebody got fired today too. You know, somebody in Sony got fired. Somebody like, you didn't see this coming?
Yeah.
Gonna pack your bags, Rick.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Because
somebody lost their job.
PlayStation's got to make a lot of quick plays. And don't get me wrong, there's publishers out there that need to be purchased. They sitting on IP they can never make again because they don't have the money to make those IPs ever again because their studios aren't flourishing like that. I'm not saying any names, but they make a lot of fighting games. And that's all they make. When they have a ton of IP. They sitting on. If you go to their Wikipedia page, you actually scroll for like a minute, and you're like, "How does one company have this much IP?" They're popping out games like every week. They were Master P. They were no limit of game popping out. This one company, and I always said Microsoft needs to buy them. Microsoft needs to buy them. Travis knows what I'm talking about.
I know. I have wounds from that place.
I know you do. I was like, Microsoft needs to buy them. Microsoft needs to buy them. Yeah. So this is really interesting. This is going to be very, very interesting world we live in.
I just,
because what if Microsoft makes a play to buy EA? And take the sports games. They're like,
that's just ridiculous. Then I mean,
that's just greedy. You're greedy now. You're officially greedy. Now you're killing ants with sledgehammers.
You're like a serpent eating itself. Like, stop it, right? Like, stop it. I mean, seriously. I mean, seriously though.
Yeah.
Like,
see.
Okay.
See,
we get it,
right now, the investors are at Apple right now, mad. Because Apple likes bragging about, we're $3 trillion. We're $3 trillion. And it doesn't mean anything if you're not flexing with the money.
Yeah.
Having money and flexing with the money are different things.
Yeah.
And they're looking at them like, Tim, why didn't you buy my Activision?
Look.
Halo, what I'm saying.
Like, why didn't you buy Bungie?
Wait,
I'm saying people got fired today.
Don't start.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, Apple will buy like the atmosphere. Okay, like Apple will be like, I done bought up all the air. Now what? Right?
You have to get this iAir now. You
for
get
your
this iAir now. The
iAir right off.
But that's it. That's
like,
it.
Now what?
You better have your Apple Watch on to get this iAir.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yo, okay. I know this is a little bit off the reservation. Have y'all seen like these the new Apple Watch commercials? Like they're like, I fell off my bike and I was unconscious, but my watch called the police for me and got me. Like they're like really terrifying. They're terrifying. There's one where this guy, they actually play some of like the 911 calls, and there's a dude stranded in the middle of the ocean, getting blown out even further out. He's like, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna make it, and all this other stuff. And some woman's car flipped, and it's flooding in, and she got like a pocket. They literally say she has a pocket of air left. I'm like, yo, this looks like I'm like listening to like the old 1990s ER.
Stressful.
It's crazy aggressive, man.
I want to wear my Apple Watch now.
What would be
straight
better?
Terror. They're selling terror.
What would be better is if it could tell if you was getting your ass kicked.
In LA, you're gonna need that watch. In LA, you need that watch.
And call an ambulance for you. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, player.
Your watch talking about. Your watch talking about. Swing or just something. Let me know. I'll jump in and call the police.
Or but your watch is like the World Star. World Star. That's messed up. That's so messed up.
And immediately upload the World Star. That would be dope.
Just go straight to World Star. Your watch is turns to World Star. World Star.
So you can see your ass getting whipped. Yeah.
That's fun. You can hit with a red cross on your watch and be like, damn, you all right? You all right?
We got some good news to share too.
I'm good.
Speaking of that, Apple Watch letting you know there's an emergency, the U.S. Postal Service has decided to send you for a free COVID test.
Nah.
This is gonna keep the Postal Service around ahead of the game. Like, look,
a little bit ahead.
Go on.
I did it so fast. I did it.
You know what they should have done?
I did it so fast. My lady sent me a text saying, "Did you already?" And I said, I did.
Yep.
It's already there.
Already done.
But there is a small caveat in case this is news to you. It's like, say you live with somebody or an apartment complex, your eligibility is determined on an address. So if you are sharing an address with somebody, don't be surprised if that slot for you to get those tests is taken. So just give you a heads up for anybody that's sharing an address with somebody.
Yeah.
I just had to happen.
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't share address, so I'm excited to get my COVID test.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of folks in the community that we live together.
Yeah, we do. One thing that we didn't think about, right? When COVID started, why didn't we just turn the post office into a delivery service for food and services for people and keep everybody locked up for 6 weeks?
There you go again, talking about making sense in politics, fam.
Yeah.
There you go again. Stop.
I'll stop. We'll get back on video games.
You make my head hurt, man.
We'll get back on video games.
My elders used to say that sounds too much like right.
Too much like right. Yeah, that's just like, too much like right. That sounds too much like right. But
hey, can I ask y'all one more question before we get off? Because I kind of want to talk about it real quick. So to go back to Xbox a little bit, in case you didn't know, Xbox released a Game of War for the PC. And if you're
God of War.
If you're a PC, excuse me, God of War.
PlayStation.
And if you are a PC gamer, modding is a thing, right?
Yep.
So this happened, I think, Sunday. I want to say Sunday. It already hit the scene. And it is Tuesday, and we already have CJ from San Andreas playing as Kratos. Are we surprised?
Amazing. That sounds so amazing. Get over here, boy.
It looks good though.
I need to go hunt for deer. We're not going for deer. In the way of deer, boy. I want that. I'm so excited about that. I need Destro in there. I need The Rock in there.
Destro would be dope.
Yeah, I need Destro in there. Oh, man.
Well, I mean, at least finally Kratos is black on the outside as well as the
inside. Yeah. No, see, the outside was really just Ash, right? From his parent, from his child, and
Ashy
his wife.
Kratos.
Ashy Kratos. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Somebody should do a skit where they say Kratos like, "Why you sound so black?" Because I am black. They're like, but you white. No, this is just Ash.
Ashy Larry.
I have never used lotion.
Yeah, the Chappelle Show. Mm-hmm.
Get Ashy Larry from the Chappelle Show and then put him in the Kratos pants.
Yep.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. Ashy Larry. Yeah. It sounds awesome. I think it's gonna be so interesting that PlayStation do their prize game. It is literally their prize game on the PC, and now we know why. They just trying to get it. They're trying to get eyeballs playing that game. They're like, people can't get PS5, so well, I guess we will put it on PC with other Microsoft stuff.
Yo, and given the news that was just released, it sounds like a Hail Mary now. It sounds like we got to do something, anything.
It does like
put it out there.
Wow.
Yeah. They better come with PlayStation 5 portable too. They can bundle it with your console. That's what this is bad. Because I'm like, man. Oh God.
Yeah, and just wait, because remember, Halo got a series coming out too. So it's always hand in hand. So it's even gonna be more press.
What makes it bad is we have ZeniMax Media sitting here, and I heard that Microsoft was like, whatever y'all spend, get these games out. So we're gonna have like 20 games drop out of Microsoft's pocket in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's gonna start next year. It's gonna be a waterfall, just constant.
Like
wasn't Crash
gamers right now.
What's up?
I was gonna say my bad. Finish your thought, Travis. I didn't mean to step on you.
No, I was just saying I'm just hating on just straight gamers at this point. Like they are living in the heyday of gaming right now.
No,
I mean, like the heyday of gaming.
Yep.
It's crazy right now.
You pay $19.99 a month, you get unlimited games.
Oh my God. Like quality games.
Yeah, and that's a deal.
What in the hell is going on?
That's an absolute deal. I was telling folks like during the pandemic, we had a guest on, we were talking about it, and I said one of the big winners to me was Xbox Game Pass. I'm a PlayStation fan. And I'm saying Xbox Pass was probably one of the winners of 2021 because people couldn't get the new console. But if you were willing and had the capabilities with decent internet, you could get a catalog for like, $19 a month, and that can hold you down for the panorama, for the pandemic. It was a really big win.
Well, Sony, there was asked in a quick chat, Sony is gonna have their own version of Game Pass. Sony has their version of Game Pass. It's called PS Now. They just haven't built their infrastructure up. That Azure cloud is holding everything up. And now they just bought the companies that use the cloud better than anybody else. That's even crazier. It's like, hold on. This wasn't about the games. This was about the back-end server infrastructure that these two companies use.
Yeah.
They pay $68 billion for that. That's 40 of the billion right there. It would take Microsoft at least 10 years to figure out what Blizzard has already figured out.
Yes, them dudes
Blizzard and EA are the ones that figured that out. Blizzard and EA.
They snatched Crash Bandicoot right off of Sony plate.
They did. They did.
You don't need that no more.
Yeah. Give me that.
With us.
Give me that.
With us now.
I mean, is
they took Banjo and Kazooie.
It was yes.
Is it safe to assume then that Microsoft deboed the gaming industry?
They did.
Straight took his chain, man.
Makes it crazy.
Just
before Satya came in to take over Microsoft, Satya Nadella is the CEO of Microsoft. Before they came in, they told him your first move should be to offload the Xbox business.
He
looked at them and was like, are y'all crazy? That's the only one that makes profit for us. They said, but you're Microsoft's focused so much on it, they're losing on productivity cost software and all this. He was like, y'all know I'm the cloud guy, right? I'm gonna throw all this in the cloud, charge $19.99 and give it to everybody.
Yo,
we're gonna do what Apple does.
That same dude pulled a Pete Davidson because Kanye over here with Kim in these streets shining, and that was Activision jewels shining. Pete Davidson, the dude you never saw coming.
Took it.
Yeah.
Made it a bad relationship. Like, okay, whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm thinking Sony needs to figure out some stuff. And let's let it be known. Microsoft bought Rare software. They bought Rare. ZeniMax, which is everything Bethesda makes.
Yeah.
Then all the other little companies up under them. That's the only thing they haven't done is buy Valve. They buy Valve. I'm gonna flip my desk.
Wait for it. Yo, I feel like them cats in Microsoft is like, you see just before the battle drops and they're like, hold. Wait till you see the whites of their eyes. Hold.
They haven't bought Valve.
You know some more is coming, man.
Because if they buy Valve, I mean, Valve is privately held, right? Gabe owns it, right? Gabe Newell still owns it all, right?
But I mean, Valve is, they're a distribution mechanism.
They are distribution. And that's one reason. And Microsoft's like, we don't really need that anymore.
No,
we want a couple of the games they have, but they only have 3 games.
Yeah, that's it.
And it must be up for grabs if they're doing Portal commercials on Geico, then I
saw that commercial too.
They're ready for conversation if you're doing Geico ads.
We're living in a whole new world.
I'm just amazed, right? Because like I said, I got into gaming in the late 80s, right? And just to see where it has come from to what it is now is so night and day, right? And I remember actually being, just chopping it up with industry friends and things of that nature and going, man, every game's like $60, right? Like, how are we ever going to survive like this? Like, like every game is that much, and it doesn't matter if it sucks or if it doesn't, and you can't even sell your game at a lower price because people will think there's something wrong with it. And, and what do you do? And, and seeing that situation evolve to games as a service now, right? It like, and I'm not talking about Flash games, man. I'm talking about the whole enchilada.
Yeah,
it's a whole new
Halo 5 Infinite multiplayer.
Man. Yeah, I still trip off the Halo one. I was like, they putting the whole thing out there.
The whole thing,
the whole enchilada. Go get it.
Yeah.
Go get it. Matter of fact, you can play it on your first Xbox. You go pull it out with the big controller. Go pull it out. Play with it. It works. It works.
What up? We take it over, man. Damn it, Microsoft. I mean, like,
then Phil Spencer came out.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm revealing a little bit much about myself, but like when guys get together, right? And then you clearly see who the alpha is, right? At some point, the rest of the dudes just fall in line, right? You'd be like, yo,
nothing even really needs to be said.
Yeah, like, got it. Like, everybody be like, yo, son, yo, that kid right there, right? So it's about time, right? Like, people in the gaming industry just need to go, okay, Microsoft, it's your world. What you gonna do?
Yeah. Then it was on bad.
Gaming culture really shifted for me. And this happened recently, like within the past 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago, they released a game patch for a movie. I've never in my entire life seen anything like this before in my entire life. Dude, they did a game patch for the Spider-Man movie. They was like, nah, this is version 1, like live. They went into the Spider-Man movie like it was a video game, color corrected, adjusted some stuff, patched it, and then pushed the movie back out. The movie you saw opening day is no longer there. It doesn't exist anymore. They patched. I was like, this is some video game culture if I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's the age we're in. Like, I don't know. I never saw the movie, but I heard like Cats, that movie Cats, for example, they removed all the booty holes, like in a patch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're living in that age now. I remember actually pulling over, and starting my car, and then got a note saying your car is updating. I'm like, yo, man, what? This isn't the final version. That's what age we're in now. We update age. So hang on, man. I got to hold on. That's where we at now.
With that being said,
what is Spider-Man got? Like, maybe I need to
the Goblin's mask is different.
It's a couple of scenes. They color corrected some scenes. The scene when they were in the alley with the Goblin mask changed. They changed the portals. They used to be smoky in the beginning. Now they patched them so that they're more crisp and clear. And they're still doing patches. They're going to continue to do patches on the fly. So what you see opening night will be an original experience. Probably I say like another year from now. That's going to be the norm. And what you see opening night is going to be even more of a special thing because you're going to see the original version before all the patches start coming in.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of fly though. I think I kind of like that.
I do too, because you go see it more than once.
Well, yeah, and then there's a lot of positive things that can happen because let's just say you're in a market that's really aggressive regarding things that can be shown to the population. China, for example. You can have a regular version in some areas of China that may not be as sensitive to some of the things they could say. And then you can patch it on the fly if something breaks out. The government's like, I'm not feeling this or whatever it is. Fine, we'll patch it. We got you. Boom, the movie can still stay. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like cool things that you can maybe do. Maybe certain regions are maybe sensitive to certain things that other regions in the United States may not. Boom. Nobody's going to see the same movie,
right?
Can we go back?
You're talking to game developers, though, right?
Yeah.
Can we go back and repatch the New Hope trilogy? Can we repatch the New Hope trilogy?
Movies are never going to be the same because of game culture. Yeah, what you're saying.
Because I don't want Han Solo walking on Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, that kind of, that bothered me a lot.
It bothers me a lot. It irks me. With that being said, y'all know what time it is? It's time for us to say goodbye to all our friendly friends. GEEK, because it's okay. BEAST. I don't know what to go with T. Sip the tea. I don't know.
T, because the show's free. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously not a freestyler.
I know. We did a horrible job there. We're going to work on that. Viewers. We're going to work on that. That was horrible. Don't y'all comment. Don't y'all at me about that. Don't at me at all about that. Don't at me at all. With that being said, that concludes our show for today. Thank you for tuning in. As always, we hope to see you tomorrow where we have GeekBeast and we have Binge Worthy. And for Binge Worthy, we're going over a Wheel of Time. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a very lively, interesting discussion.
Yeah. Because I feel some kind of way about it. So it'll be lively.
So we'll have a lively, interesting discussion about that. Then for the rest of the week, we have more GeekBeast and, Friday's happy hour. And we may be coming back with another show. We'll let y'all know soon. Shout out to Digital Click for all the artwork they provide us. If you see the scenery and the outline, they provide us with that. Roddy did some modifications. It looks very, very sexy. Thanks, Travis, for coming out again. We had to have you on this show because this is such a big topic.
Oh my God.
I may have to bring Summer in tomorrow because she worked at ActiVision on the publisher side. So I wonder what her opinion is going to be.
Oh man.
Because this is such a big, people don't understand. This is life altering. This is terraforming the whole game industry right now.
It really is.
Like, I'm trying to tell you, I got work emails. Everybody was like, what just happened? And how did nobody know about this? Like, the people that held this secret they work for the government. They are the best minds because nobody saw this coming. No one saw this coming. We saw a lot of other things coming. Microsoft may buy Nintendo. Okay, that makes sense. They talked about it. Nintendo laughed in their face. I see them buying them in spite. Like, now I own you. Now laugh now, clown. Laugh now. They didn't do that, but them buying Activision's like, whoa. So we'll be tuning in with that. There'll be a lot of red wedding moments we're going to be reporting to you all. Because man, two companies that big, similar infrastructures, like they may have mirror infrastructure, so things got to change. Thank you as always. Rodney, thank you for always being in the chat, kicking us with some points, telling us to close. Thanks, Intel, for showing up. And with that, peace.